What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. I'm afraid I've got some bad news, and that's that whenever you see on YouTube those budget Rokket decks, oh, we've opened 3 structures and created a competitive deck, they're not very good. Now, there are some budget cards that you should be picking up sooner than later, using my TCG player link in the description down below to directly support the channel. Enough selling out. When we're looking at the Guard Dragon engine, it's bubbling up in price right now. You could get it relatively easy not too long ago, and I warned you guys that this would happen. The Rokket structure decks being mass released gives a in-hand want for the Guard Dragons. It's no longer expensive like Danger Thunder, which also Megatons are coming out, so that will be easier to build. Pendulums, and now we have Rokket. So 3 very competitive decks that are all eyeing this, despite one big rocky boy coming down from the Megatons. LP is up towards $2 and only has 25 prices left. Pisty probably lesser used. Some people opt not to throw this in the extra deck. I would have my copy. It's also towards $1 right now, but has plenty of prices. And Agripane surprisingly has plenty of prices as well whenever you're finding deals from these top-rated vendors and getting other cards from them. But that's the problem. You have to order other cards to get these cheap prices. And on eBay, LP's up towards $3 plus and quickly raises towards $5. And Agripane is $1.50, but only 19 total sellers. So we're going to see these quantities run out relatively fast. Remember Sunlight Wolf? Remember the clamor for that? You don't want to get stuck paying higher prices. Get it sooner than later. It releases today. I guarantee that within a week or 2, you're not going to see these similar prices. You're going to see the clamor. These are out of Savage Strike. We're not going to get reprints for these, most likely anytime soon. And what would the soonest be? March? The discussion more so is, when would these end up on the ban list or, axed, rather than them getting their reprints. But remember the Nightmare engine? That started out cheap for about the same amount of time. Nightmare Phoenix and Cerberus. Yeah, these will definitely be going up. Now, one card that it's kind of cringe that you have to pick up, Saryuja. It's in Dual Devastator, and that's towards October, and a lot of you guys probably already got rid of your copy of Saryuja if you're like, yeah, I'm not going to be playing for a while, but now the Megatons are here, starter decks are here, the competitive season is here, and you still have to play August, September, and 3 YCSs leading up through October until Dual Devastator is here. If you're missing out on all those events, fine, wait till Dual Devastator. Plenty of Saryujas will be floating around then, and there's a no sooner than just 3 days after Dual Devastator. I wonder what could possibly get hit. But if you're playing in the competitive season right now, you're looking at $25 freaking dollars, lowest over here on TCG Player, and original starting at $26. There's no coolant on eBay starting at $25 as well. So support your boy. But yeah, if you're playing the Guard Dragon engine, this is definitely a tool you want to have. Similarly, Hermetic Seal, that's been going kind of wonky. Remember, it was $2 not too long ago when I told you guys to get them. Now they're $6 plus, and you're still stuck getting them. Now, on a little more selling out, Gem Playmats is dropping their backpack tonight at 8 o'clock Central. That's 6 Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. They always sell out immediately, and you can use code CHAMPS10 to get 10% off. I believe that's a capital C. I don't know if it matters, but CHAMPS10 will get you 10% off over at Gem. And again, they drop. I love the backpack. I'm straight up a user of it, and I would like more of them if you want to drop them on me, daddy. And also, Midnight Dreams released today a brand new playmat. So this isn't a limited time, limited release, and you can get it in cloth, or you're also able to get it in rubber. But man, did he work hard on this design. I love that there's a spell book in her hand. So 2 awesome things dropping today. One that you can pick up anytime on Midnight Dreams. And I also saw this playmat again, and I'm like, oh, my past format decks. Oh man, are you not entertained? So definitely always fun just to go around Midnight Dreams website and look around. And I believe I have 10% off there with What's Good 10. So 2 different promo codes. I know, even more confusing. Moving on in today's Market Watch, it seems that it's confirmed that Chaos Dragon Levianeer is not in the 10s. Not just a short print that didn't appear, but somebody seems to have compiled the list of the cards together of the Megatons, a very reliable source in Zodiac, and he says that Chaos Dragon Levianeer does not have a slot in it, along with Infinite Impermanence. So With that being a reliable source that I would personally trust, it's an interesting look as this card is already $40. Where will Konami reprint it? Because it's obviously, like, they left it out for a reason. Is there something coming out that will sell it? Or is this just one of those ones missing for a while like Coral Dragon? Man, I really don't want to think about the price that this could possibly go to, but then again, maybe Danger Thunder won't be even the most played Guard Dragon deck as we head into the new format, as it's one of the worst decks at reacting to Rocky Boy. But we see the fallout on eBay from seeing it not already and the rumors spreading there. I believe the source 100%. Looking at Battles of Legend, there's a huge note that I left out in the discussion that comes with Hero's Revenge, and that's 5 of the top 18 cards are getting reprinted in the Megatons. What does that mean? It means displacement in value. Whenever things go down in value that were going up in a product, the others tend to creep up a little. So these Link Vrains pack imports, while they're already somewhat high in price, are either going to stabilize at their value as the other cards fall, because I don't think we're going to get an unlimited printing of this set, or they're going to go up. So these are really good investments in one sense that, well, they're probably not getting reprinted. They're exclusive to the set, it feels like. And secondly, stuff like Lambda is going to see play within the metagame as one of the best, more generic Link 2. So there are things I would definitely be picking up sooner than later as that value displacement begins. And again, the heroes for when evil heroes come out. There's a lot of hype for the future in the metagame of Battles of Legend, and we haven't even entered the competitive season till this weekend with the UDS at Indy. That's going to be one of our first looks at the metagame, and that'll definitely get the blood pumping in the market on some of these cards. Rising Rampage. I really don't want to have this discussion again, but I made its own video for it. The special editions are coming. They're not going to create a coolant on this. Stores are going to have the hardest time getting rid of the special editions and selling them, as they don't have the prismatic secrets that are the main chase cards in this set. And this top-heavy set with Apollosa at 50, not even the true value of an MSRP box, is leading the front before you see Marincesses, which have future hype, all the way down to 25, and then everything is 10 or lower. It's a madhouse for Rising Rampage in terms of how cheap everything is and accessible, and vendors are still selling their boxes for under 60, trying to break even on the first edition boxes where you could pull the prismatics. I really don't want to see how many vendors ordered how many special editions of Rising Rampage ahead of time. This is going to definitely bomb as a standalone unlimited run of a product, as people were already critical of Rising Rampage heading in, and don't expect a coolant on prices or an upped quantity of cards from these special editions until vendors just say, screw it, this has been sitting on the shelf, it's taking up shelf space, storage space, and just start ripping it open like they did with Pivo and trying to sell it at the bottom out prices. Next up, talking about Pivo, Pendulum Call did age pretty well, but we see it's cooling down. This is just a note for you guys who've been waiting for Pendulum stuff. Pendulum Call, the holographics were up towards 11. They are now stable at 8. And you see, once again, $5 or less copies of Pendulum Call. Multiple sets where you could just buy together from crazy deals here. So, if you guys, you know, you've been, man, I don't want to pay $8 for the common. Luckily, there's somebody sane here, and there's several copies. Everything does tend to go down from hype after time. When there's immediate buyouts, there's a reflux in the market, quantities get relisted, and then it decides where it's going to go from there. With a competitive season, we'll really get to see how Pendulums affect the top cut past their initial hype, and then with the introduction of the Megatons, it's one of the best combo decks, and I'm not trying to fluff it up, best combo decks to counter the Megaton promos, being able to use the Zephyr engine to negate the spell, being able to use Jackal King to negate Rocky Boy. Everything Pendulums has going for it is one of the best combo decks to truly fight the Megaton promos. And just another note, Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, it's actually been relatively cheap. A lot of people called for a reprint for this for a very long time because it was holding a $25 price point, but with Blue Eyes kind of falling off the face of the meta and people cooling down and us getting the movie pack special editions, like where there were 3 packs of it, prices are decent. So if you've been waiting to pick this up, it's really a lot better than it used to be. I know some people want $15 playsets, not $50 playsets. But this is about as good as it gets till it does get a reprint one day. And if you've been waiting, I would much rather go with an Ultra than a Gold Rare. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the discussion. And please, please, please do use that TCG player link in the description down below when shopping. It does directly support me and helps out the channel, and whatever we make from that, I'm always going to set aside a portion to give back to you guys in special giveaways here on the channel. Kind of an excuse to give myself a couple items to keep and give you something cool. My OCG shopping. Thank you guys so much, and again, like I said, 8 o'clock Central and permanently up with an amazing design. I actually just love how the golem's just huge and you got OCG art. It's really well done. Good job, Midnight Dreams. Thanks for watching, everybody.